चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानातिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्यक्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। बाबाजी व्याप्ति यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्ना विराजिता पदं भुजः वेदान्तं भुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्य शाश्वत शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीता तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्ति समारूढा तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदायिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भावसिन्धुश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरुपादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरुरादिकं तत्त्वं न गुरुरादिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानपरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मानता श्रीजगन्नाथा मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुपरमदैवतं गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। जय भगवान् नारायण जय भगवान् श्री विश्वानन्द 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 नमो नारायण Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo 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 Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda 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 Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda 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 Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Om Namo Narayanaya Gurudev Namo Jaya Bhagavan Narayana Jaya Bhagavan Sri Vishwananda Om Avatara Shishaya Namaha Om Vishamaya Namaha Om Devakaya Samujataya Namaha Om Sukshmatanave Namaha Om Chimayaya Namaha Om Guru Murtaye Namaha Om Sundaraya Namaha Om Sulochanaya Namaha Om Sumukaya Namaha Om Charvasaya Namaha Om Keshavaya Namaha Om Padmapujaya Namaha Om Mandagamanaaya Namaha, Om Charumbaradharine Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha, Om Shri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Namaha, Om Gayatri Ashvane Namaha, Om Arpana Swikarakaya Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha, Om Namo Narayeti Mantropasakaya Namaha, Om Swaramayaya Namaha, Om Madhurakantaya Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtanarupaya Namaha, Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha, Om Itabashine Namaha, Om Vakmine Namaha, Om Chitakala Visharadaya Namaha, Om Vratadaraya Namaha, Om Sadave Namaha, Om Jagatpantaya Namaha, Om Sarvalokaitaya Namaha, Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha, Om Surdaya Namaha, Om Anukulaya Namaha, Om Neyaya Namaha, Om Sudarshanaya Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha, Om Premamurtaye Namaha, Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha, Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha, Om Swastidayakaya Namaha, Om Tarakaya Namaha, Om Anugrahaya Namaha, Om Vardhanaya Namaha, Om Achitaya Namaha, Om Artaya Namaha, Om Siddhipradaya Namaha, Om Janardhanaya Namaha, Om Manoharaya Namaha, Om Mahakshaya Namaha, Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha, Om Bhasmapushitaya Namaha, Om Atmalingaya Namaha, Om Lingachana Prosakaya Namaha, Om Siddhi Sadanaya Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Okarapasakaya Namaha, Om Sushmaya Namaha, Om Vishwakaya Namaha, Om Sadvikaya Namaha, Om Samadarshine Namaha, Om Dakshaya Namaha, Om Achintyaya Namaha, Om Nirankaraya Namaha, Om Yemohaya Namaha, Om Avyagraya Namaha, Om Chitakrodaya Namaha, Om Vinayashilaya Namaha, Om Svavashaya Namaha, Om Kushalaya Namaha, Om Shamaya Namaha, Om Satyadharmaya Namaha, Om Nirikalpaya Namaha, Om Viraktaya Namaha, Om Atindraya Namaha, Om Satyasandaya Namaha, Om Pavitraya Namaha, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha, Om Sunanandaya Namaha, Om Nandanaya Namaha, Om Prasadmane Namaha, Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapaya Namaha, Om Somyaya Namaha, Om Guyaya Namaha, Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha, Om Gabiraya Namaha, Om Gurtaya Namaha, Om Atmaramaya Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Jyotidaraya Namaha, Om Danyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Duratikramaya Namaha, Om Gahanaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harishana Margadashakaya Namaha, Om Kutasha Jagatakaya Namaha, Om Abhiprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Kshamakata Bhavavadakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swamine Namaha. Ato deva avantu no yato Vishnu vichakrame pririvya satta damapi idam Vishnu vichakrame treta nidade padam samudamasya pagum sure treni pada vichakrame Vishnu gopatabhya ato dharmani dharana Vishnu karmani pashyata yato vritani paspashe Indrasya yujassaga Tad Vishnu paramam padagum sada pashyanti surya Diveva chakshuratata Tad vipraso vipanyavo jagruvagum sasamindate Vishnuya paramam padam. Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya vidmahe Sadgurudevaya dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda prachodayate. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketapare Narayana Chutati Vikrama Chakrapane Devyadi Sajadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Shabhavanasha Hare Murare Radesha Gopa Shashurupa Bravadi Vandya Shri Dvarakansha Vaikuntha Pate Buhane Kamurte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Meenakrite Hamadarupa Varaha Murte Trivikramaya Guhane Bhumurama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalkirupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paraparesha Damodarashcharananda Kadarishori Gopa Gopi Jana Samvrita Dina Bandhu Gopi Jana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhatam Kshira Vishai Bhujagadi Patal Pashai Sabhaktari Sadana Shai Ramanga Shai Shri Gopa Bama Mrudutalpa Sugarishayi Gopa Vallabhaye Tava Suprabhata Shri Kashyapati Sukhanarada Gotamadi Brahma Shri Sangamani Sangava Bharatesho Tishtanti Devata Vadashana Bhagya Heto Gopala Shekharaye Tava Suprabhatam Mandala Chari Tulasida Lamale Karyahe Malyani Anjali Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Tvapavadadala Tale Murindaha Radha Manoharaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautama Kala Guyaha Gayanti Sadguna Ganovara Savarga Sankirtayanti Tavanama Kada Visheshaha Shri Naradani Rushaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhanodana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavadi Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vasya China Sharanagata Parijata Bhakati Vanjana Kripakara Dina Bandho Divyanta Gayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadara Prameya Padmalaya Sranita Padma Nivasa Shori Padmo Bhavati Surasevida Pada Padma Padmadinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindata Levi Haranaya Mahendra Vandya Kandar Padarpa Haratilya Suvesha Rupa Chandrana Naya Sidra Chandana Lipna Deha Govinda Yadavaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dira Mayanga Dina Davichona Supushpahara Nilambudara Sharira Ramadihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shiva Shri Jambavati Satya Sugandhi Bhadra Shri Mitra Vinda Divasa Prabhu Putri Kadyahe Tishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Sevanada Gopi Mana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyutananda Mukunda Shori Radha Manohana Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayuna Nishambadanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Aharisam Bhuri Krita Mahapapa Shri Krishna Grahe Tukam. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabhira Vipalayanta Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrava Sevyamana Govinda Mari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kvananta Maravinda Dalaya Kasha Bhagavata Sanati Sambuna Sungaranga Kandarpa Kotika Loba Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sarvanamaya Vanshi Ratnaganam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasa Shyamam Tribangalanitanyata Prakasha Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiran Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sajujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadimanantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanascha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Muni Pungavana Sopyasya Prapada Sindhya Vichintya Tattve Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Sura Jagitum Jagananda Koti Yachaktirasti Jagananda Chayanananda Adartarasta Paramana Chayantarasra Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Ya Bhava Bhavita Diyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahimhasanayana Bhushaha Shuktiriyameva Nigama Pratitastu Manti Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pradipavitavish Tabiya Eva Nija Rupa Daya Kalavi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Putro Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shama Sundarama Chintya Gunasvarupa Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Mutri Shukalari Amena Tishtan Nanavatara Makaro Bhuvaneshu Kinto Krishna Swayam Sabhavama Parama Pumanyo Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagananda Koti Kotishva Shesha Vasudhari Vibhuti Vina Tabrahma Nishkalavananta Mashesha Bhuta Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Maya Yasya Jagananda Shatari Sute Pregunyata Vishaya Veda Vitaya Mana Sarva Balambi Parasattva Vishuddha Sattva Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasatmataya Manashu Ya Praninam Pratipalam Smaratam Upetya Lilaitena Bhuvanani Jayate Jasram Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Golokanami Nijadambitale Chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Tete Prabhava Nishayami Kashayena Govindamadi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Shri Pralaya Sadama Shakti Reka Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Vibhati Durga Ichanarupamapi asya cha cheshtate sa Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Shirayatana Divikara Vishesha Yoga Sanjayate Naitata Pratirasti Heto Yashambhutamapi tata Samupartikaya Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Diparchieva Nirachantaramapyapetya Dipayate Vivita Hetu Samana Dharma Yasarniheva Icha Vishnutaya Vipati Govindamani Purusha Tamaham bhajami Yakaranama bhajane bhajati sma yoga Nibramananta Jagananda Saroma Kupa Adara Shakti Mavalamya Parasvamurti Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Yasye Kanishvasita Kalamatavalamya Jivanti Loma Vilaja Jaganandanataha Vishnu Mahansaya Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Vasvanya Tashma Sakaleshu Niteshu Tejaha Sriya Kriya Patakayata Pidapatra Brahmaya Esha Jagananda Vidana Karta Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Yapada Pala Vayugam Vinidaya Kumbha Vande Pranama Samaye Sakanari Raja Vignam Vinantu Malanasya Jagatrayasya Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Agnir Mahira Gananambu Marudishasya Kalastamatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Yasma Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Yancha Govindamani Purusha Tamaham bhajami Yashakshuresha Savita Sakala Grahanam Raja Samasta Suramurti Ashesha Teja Yasyaknana Brahmati Samrita Kala Chakro Govindamani Purusha Tamaham bhajami Dharmota Papa Nichaya Shutayanstapamsi Brahmadikita Patagavatayascha Jivaha Yadata Mata Vibhava Prakata Prabhava Govindamani Purusha Tamaham bhajami Yastrindra Gopa Mata Vendra Osva Karma Bandana Rupa Paravaja Manata Noti Karmani Nidalati Kintu Cha Bhakti Vaja Govindamani Purusha Tamaham bhajami Yankroda Kama Saja Pranayani Viti Vatsalya Moha Guru Gaurava Sevya Pavahe Sanchisya Tasya Salishinta Muma Purete Govindamani Purusha Tamaham bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana Govindamari Purusha Tamaham bhajami Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Shakshuran Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Good morning, Jai Gurudev, and welcome to all of you who are here for the training retreat, and all of you in general. So today's satsang is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 26 and verse 30.
Samshayota viparyaso nichaya smritim evacha svapa ityuchate buddhir lakshanam vrittita pritak. The translation is doubt, misapprehension, correct apprehension, memory and sleep, as determined by their different functions, are said to be the distinct characteristics of intelligence. And today specifically, I would like to talk to you about something that every spiritual seeker experiences, which is doubt. And recently this topic has appeared quite often in my life. And I also thought it might be helpful for all of you, because you are taking the Sangha facilitated training. And in the Sanghas, I think you will often have to share your experiences and speak with the people, speak with the devotees, the newcomers, and sometimes you will have to guide discussions. And you know that doubts often appear in community and people. And I would also like to share a personal experience, which is related to the Divine Mother, because soon we start celebrating Chaitanya Navaratri, and I thought it was a good moment to connect. I don't know if you will find it relatable or not, but anyway, I hope you have fun. And so today, when I first read this verse, I thought, I don't know, it's a little bit confusing, because in the verse it says, it seems to say that doubt can play a role in spiritual progress. But it surprised me, because usually we hear that doubt is something negative. Yeah. And so an important question arises, which is, so is doubt positive or negative on the spiritual path? And I think for this we should understand that, like it says in the verse, doubt is a natural function of intelligence. So it means that a thoughtful person does not accept everything blindly. And I think Guruji also doesn't want us to be like that. So if someone believes everything they hear without reflection, it's not really a positive sign always. But in the beginning of the path, in the beginning, in everything that we are doing, it's normal and it's important that we make questions. And in this sense, doubt can have a positive role. But perhaps a better word is the word inquiry. So inquiry encourages us to explore, encourages us to ask questions and to search for a deeper understanding, a deeper meaning. And in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains that a sincere seeker should approach a spiritual master with submission, service, and extensive inquiry. So, but it's important to notice that this inquiry does not come from arrogance. Yeah, it comes from a genuine desire to understand the truth. It's not about testing God or Guru. It's not about provoking. It comes from a genuine desire to understand. And when the love for the divine begins to awaken in our heart, it's natural that questions arise. We want to know God more and understand more, to deepen our relationship. That's normal. So questioning in this sense is very healthy. However, the doubt becomes a problem when it stops being sincere inquiry and it starts becoming destructive. And in chapter 4, verse 40 of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gives a warning. He says that the ignorant, the faithless, and the doubting person can never find happiness, neither in this world nor in the next. And he also explains that knowledge purifies the heart, and doubt is born from ignorance, and it becomes an obstacle. Therefore, he advises Arjuna to cut away the doubts in the heart with a sword of knowledge, and just to keep fighting and do his duty. And so we see here an important difference, which is there is this questioning that leads to understanding, and that is very helpful, but there is also the extreme of doubt that refuses to accept truth, even when it's very clearly shown. In our case, we have a Sadguru, and it gives us clear instructions, so at some point we just have to stop doubting and just follow his instructions. And I would like to share this small story from many years ago. It happened actually long before I met Guruji, and I was like a teenager. And you know, for teenagers, it's always a tough time. And I was, at 16, I dropped out of school. I was completely bored and depressed. And I didn't have any meaning and direction in life. And when this happened, my mind became very, very, very negative, obviously. And one of the things I started questioning was the existence of God. So I started thinking, oh, maybe God doesn't exist. Maybe life has no real meaning. We just live and then we die and that's it, finished. Nothing exists after that. And of course, deep inside I knew this was not true, because the problem is that I'm a person of extremes. So on one side, I'm very sensitive and I care deeply about life, but sometimes it's very overwhelming. It's too intense, and then I don't know how to handle them, especially back then. And so there was another part of me who tried to shut them down. So I tried to ignore everything to avoid the pain. So I tried at the time to convince myself that nothing really matters and that only material world existed and then we die and that's finished. And I think I just wanted an excuse to stop fighting, to give up, because when we think that nothing exists after we die, after we leave the body, then we don't have a real reason to keep on fighting, to become a better human being, to go deeper, to understand things. Because what's the point? If everything finishes afterward, what's the point? So, and I think that deep inside, every human being knows that there is something greater, but we just don't want to fight anymore. It's just, we don't want to put the effort. It's just easier to think that nothing exists. So I was in that state back then. And the thing is that that summer, my sister suggested that I join a youth camp, because at the time she thought, well, maybe it's helpful for her to meet new people, change the environment and so on. And I agreed, mainly because I had nothing better to do, but also because the people organizing this summer camp, they were anarchists, they were environmental activists, and it was completely the opposite of what I thought I needed, because I thought I needed some structure and discipline. And then they were like defying all the society norms and being rebels and so on and so on. But it was quite funny, the contrast. And after 2 years, I joined the army, which is another extreme. Just for you to see the difference. It was funny. But anyway, I enjoyed it very much because it was all related with nature. Because already back in school, my favorite topic was natural sciences. So, and this camp was all about environment and camping and hiking, and cleaning trash from the river, and all these kind of things. And so I enjoyed it very much. And one day it happened that we were hiking and we were learning how to use a topographic map. There was no GPS back then. So we just went up a hill. That's where the road was leading us, and it was a very nice view because we could see the sea from the distance. Very nice walk. And we sat there, rested for a while, and then we decided, okay, let's head down to the camp. But because we were young and impatient, instead of taking the safe path down the hill, we decided to take a shortcut. And that meant going down the hill through a firebreak road that went straight down to the river about 400 meters below. And it was a very deep slope and super slippery, and it was full of dry eucalyptus leaves. It's super slippery, and there was nothing to grab, to hold on to. So I knew I had to be very careful because I know these things. And usually I like challenges and adventure, but I also don't make anything that put my life or other people's life in risk. So I knew I had to be very careful. But something happened. And the thing is that, okay, people started going down, and I waited in the back. And while I was waiting, there were two people near me and they were talking. And they were talking, and very nice conversation, but they were talking about Mother Earth and spiritual ideas, and they were also into shamanism and all these things. And I like these things. But because I was in such a negative state, I just thought, I was irritated. So I thought, this conversation again, like nothing of this exists. The divine doesn't exist, nothing exists, we die, and it's finished. And I was irritated, so I started walking. But something so strange happened, because I started walking, and then nothing pushed me, nobody pushed me. I didn't want to run, but my legs started moving, and I started running so fast down the hill. And I couldn't stop. And I don't know what happened. It was not me, I didn't want to do that. And it was funny because people started cheering me because they thought, oh, she's brave, she's running down the hill so fast. And I was absolutely terrified because I couldn't stop. And in my mind, I was thinking, oh my God, I fall down and I will just roll down the hill and break every bone in my body. And I just stop in the river 400 meters below. So I was super terrified. And of course, what we do in these moments, in complete despair, internally I just said, Mother, help me. And I was meaning the Divine Mother, because I have a strong connection with her. So inside, of course, in despair, I just said, Mommy, help me. But you know what happened? In that moment, I just stopped, And it's impossible. The laws of physics. It's not possible that we are running so fast down a hill with that slope so slippery, and we just stop. Because I didn't fall, I didn't slow down, no one grabbed me, nothing. I just stopped instantly. It's not possible. And in that moment, I heard a voice inside, like a feminine voice, and she was super angry. She was angry, but at the same time, she was worried, and at the same time, she was offended, because she's a woman. And she said, don't you dare doubt that I exist. You can do whatever you want with your life, but don't you dare doubt that I'm here with you. And for me, this was really like, okay, I was in shock, and it took me many years to process that. But the message was clear, like, we are not alone. The divine exists, God exists, and really, and we know that inside. We are just resistant and foolish, and we want to ignore it. But everybody knows deep inside that God exists. We just have a lot of resistance to it, to Him, and to love in general. So yeah. But even knowing this, so even getting this message very clearly, did I change my ways? Did I change my path? Did I follow the calling immediately? No, I didn't. Although I knew from a very young age that my dharma would be the spiritual path. But did I do it? Did I take any steps to start the spiritual path? No. So it took many more years of suffering before I started to listen to my soul. And I think that's something many people do outside. So I think it's good for you that you also can share these experiences, because people ignore the calling of their soul and they are just in suffering, and there's no point in it. It's completely foolish. So when we start having these experiences, it's foolish to continue to ignore the calling of the soul. But still doubts appear, and sometimes we ask, like I did, like I asked myself, was that only my imagination? Maybe it was just coincidence. Maybe it's nothing. And sometimes we just want to doubt because we want an excuse to give up, like I said before. But when we are already on the spiritual path and we are already on the path of devotion, there are other kinds of doubts that may appear. And in our case, many times it happens that we doubt about our Sadguru. So is he really a Sadguru? Or is it just a normal person? And this is something that the people sometimes they ask us when they are in the beginning of the path. So how do we solve this? How can we solve these doubts in ourselves and in others? What arguments, what teachings can we share with them? And this is all written in our Siddhanta. I hope you read the book already, our Tadatmya Vedanta. So there's something that is called the recognition of the Sadguru, and this is the pratyabhijna. And this recognition doesn't come from intellectual reasoning, it comes from the soul himself. So it comes from very strong personal experience. And from some people it can be very strong, very intense, and for other people it's very quiet. But even when this recognition appears, we can still doubt for many reasons. Like, for example, the Sadguru outwardly appears like a normal human being. Sometimes, he eats, he walks, he laughs, he does everything very similar to us. And we hear that some people like him and praise him, other people don't like him and criticize him. So sometimes we have spiritual experiences like I had, but always wondered, did I imagine it? Or sometimes people don't have spiritual experiences and they think, am I making any progress? Is this path even valid? Like, I don't see anything. So all these doubts appear when there's a contradiction in us. So a part of us feels that this is true, but another part questions it because we raise all these excuses. Our mind wants to understand and rationalize everything. So this doubt is sometimes called the doubt of the ghost of doubt. So it can appear in all these different ways, and it confuses us. Sometimes it paralyzes us and weakens our confidence, and it makes us give up the path sometimes. So how do we solve this? How do we resolve the doubt? And doubt is not solved by intellectual reasoning. It's solved by actually living the path and experiencing it. That's how we solve it. Because when we start really sincerely following the teachings of the Sadguru and doing what he instructs us to do, then we slowly start to see the changes in our lives. We start to see the results. For example, our attraction to material world, superficial things decreases, our interest in the spiritual life grows, some intuition and inner clarity develops, and we sometimes start experiencing these moments of bliss, of peace that spiritual masters talk about. And so as this inner recognition, as this trust becomes stronger, then the doubt starts fading away. So like Guruji says, first comes experience and then comes the understanding. But we need to be patient and go through the process. We cannot expect results from one day to the other. It takes time. So yeah, so the message is that after so many signs, it is really foolish to continue to doubt. And in my case, so even after that experience and so many others, I resisted the spiritual path for many years. And I tried to ignore what I knew inside, and I looked for excuses not to follow it. But at some time, we must take the risk and just go with it and move forward and just go deeply into it. Because otherwise, we remain in the same place. We get stuck. So if we don't follow the path, if we don't do our sadhana, our prayers, if we don't follow the teachings of the Sadguru genuinely, with sincerity, with effort, we will not see any changes. And after some time, if we don't see any changes, then what's the point? No? So we really need to put our effort into it. And also the same goes for the world outside. So the people who are not on the spiritual path, they go on with their life doing the same things day after day, year after year, and they are suffering and they don't change. So what's the point? If they don't see any change, why continue to do the same thing? Why don't they try something new? Like it was the same case for me. Back then I reached a point where I had to make a decision. Like for years I had been resisting God and the spiritual path. I felt miserable and I tried many things and nothing worked. And so finally, when I finally had the humility to speak with God, to pray to Him, I said something like this. So, look, for years I've been resisting this path. I feel miserable. I tried everything, nothing works. So I don't want to continue doing the same. I'm already suffering. So I might as well try something new. And what's the worst that can happen, right? So I might as well just try something new, step into the unknown, and then let's see what happens. And this is sometimes what people need to listen. Look, you're living this life for so many years. You're not happy. So just try something new. Nothing bad will happen. Yeah. And this is a little bit the message that I want to leave you today. That spiritual path is not an easy journey. It's a slow one, not easy. But looking back in my case, I can see that the transformation happens. So this is how we see that the spiritual path is really working. Even if it takes time to see the results sometimes. When I look back in my life, I see how much I've changed. And I can honestly say now that I feel happy. And that even when I experience pain, which does happen and always will, I still feel happy because I know I can see the purpose behind this pain. I know the meaning behind it. I know that in the end, I'm becoming stronger and that I should not be afraid of pain and strong emotions, actually, because I used to be so afraid of pain and intense emotions, and now I actually try to welcome them, because what is pain? It's just a sensation. It comes and goes. Nothing lasts forever. And this pain teaches me something. It just teaches me what I need to change. So we should actually welcome it, learn from it, instead of fighting, and instead of resisting, because this shows us that we are alive, that we are still fighting, that we are putting effort, because if we don't feel challenges, then we are not growing. So, yeah. So this is when slowly the doubt begins to transform into trust. And this is how we need to move forward. Continue to trust that God is with us, has always been and always will be. Jai Gurudev.
Shri Gadev Deyo Shri Swami Jaya Jagadishare, Bhakta Jano ke Sankata Dasa Jano ke Sankata Jana mein dura kare, Om Jaya Jagadishare, Jo jave bala pare, dukha bina se manaka, Swami dukha bina se manaka. Sukha sampati garave, sukha sampati garave, Ashtamite tanaka. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Mata Pita tuma mere, Sharanaga hume kisaki, Swami Sharanaga hume kisaki, Tuma bina ora na doja, Tuma bina ora na doja, Ashakarume kisaki. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Tuma Purana Paramatma, Tuma Antarayami, Swami Tuma Antarayami, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Para Brahma Parameshwara, Tuma Sabake Swami. Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Dina Bandhu Dukha Harta Tumhara Shaka Mere Swami Tumhara Shaka Mere Karuna Hata Badao Karuna Hata Badao Sharana Pada Tere Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Vishaya Vikara Vitao Papa Haro Deva Swami Papa Haro Deva Shada Bhakti Badao Shada Prema Badao Santana Ki Seva Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Dana Mana Dana Sabha Hai Tera Swami Sabha Kuch Hai Tera Swami Sabha Kuch Hai Tera Tera Tujhko Arpana Tera Tujhko Arpana Kya lage mera Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Swami Jayo Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon ke Sankata Dasa Janon ke Sankata Jana mein dura kare Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare Mane chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Mane chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Chakar rakho chakar rakho chakar rakho ji Chakar rakho chakar rakho chakar rakho ji Mane chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Shama mane chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Govinda mane chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya ravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Govinda Asatoma sargamaya Tamastoma jyotirgamaya Mrityormam amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om
Prense Bolo Shri Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavane ki Shri Radha Krishna Kanelale ki Bhutabhrteshwarnath Simha Bhagavane ki Shri Matal Kriya Babaji ki Shri Ramanujacharya ki Prense Bolo Satguru Deva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu ki Om Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Jana Vallabhaya Paraya Parama Purushaya Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Oshadastra Shastrani Samarai Samarai Mrityo Mochaya Mochaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Dipti Jvala Pritaya Sarvali Shobha Ompa Parashmane Parabrahmane Paramjyotishe Swaha
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Jai Jai Shri Ram.